That is right. You get the dark MAGA hat. You know why, YouTube? Because it's your boy, Maverick Raven, coming at you with another video. But you know what? This is a different one. This is going to be one of those Trump keeps winning videos. And he does. Because guess what? One of his most controversial picks was Tulsi Gabbard. She got confirmed. I'm not going to do a long story on that. She got confirmed. And guess what? We got to talk about RFK Jr. But before we do, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. All that stuff really helps out the channel. We'd love to see you be the newest member of the flock. The flock is for life. So come join us, guys. We'd love to have you. The air is for everyone. Now, let's talk RFK Jr., shall we? It says RFK Jr. confirmed, baby, by Senate as HHS Secretary. The Senate voted 52 to 48 to approve Trump's nominee to lead the nation's most prominent health department. Congratulations, RFK. You deserve it, brother. You are a true freaking soldier. You're a true warrior. The guy's a badass, first off. And you want to talk about health? He is healthy, all right? He is very healthy, even at his age. And, bro, I don't know, dude. When he was running for president, I was looking at him and hearing the stuff he said, and I'm like, okay. I was like, damn, I thought I would never vote for a Democrat. I probably wouldn't, ever, ever, ever. But, you know, that's because I hate communism. You know, Cuban and all that. We kind of hate communism. So that's why I would never vote Democrat, because guess what? The government is not your friend. More government is never good. Now, let's talk about this fascistic Donald Trump, who's got all of his cabinet members confirmed, except Matt Gaetz, but Matt Gaetz dropped out. And that's fine. That's fine. Everything happens for a reason. He's in another capacity now. He's on Owen, I think. OAN. And he's doing like a primetime show, I think. I'm not sure. I don't watch anything outside of YouTube, really. That's where I get my news. That and the Epic Times, which we're about to read right now. It says RFK Jr., whose nomination by President Donald Trump as Secretary of Health and Human Services was highly scrutinized by lawmakers, and he was confirmed to that post by the Senate on February 13th in a 52 to 48 vote. That's today, baby. It just happened. This is breaking news. Senator Mitch McConnell, a polio survivor, previously voiced concerns about Kennedy's vaccine views, and he voted against confirming Kennedy. Of course. I think he voted against Gabbard, too. He's a piece of shit. This guy's a rhino. He's a rhino. The only Republican, Mitch McConnell, cannot get out of there fast enough. He's the only Republican to cast a no vote. See, this is the slimy shit that gets me pissed off. Because the left, they have all sorts of crazy anarchy, you know, going on. They got all sorts of opposing views, but when it comes to their bullshit and their delusions, and that, you know, you need to get together on one lie, they'll support each other. Oh yeah, cows are killing us. Cows are killing us via their farts. So the cow farts are killing us. Yep, the cow farts are killing us. He said it. I'm on the left too. He said it too. No, yeah, cow farts are killing us. That's not what happens on the right. On the right, there's a lot of infighting. Too much infighting. Look at Mitch McConnell right now. Look at the people who are still crying about the fact that Donald Trump won and they wanted Ron DeSantis to win. Dude, Ron DeSantis is my governor. He's the best governor in the country, most likely. And I don't want him out of Florida. But even if I did, I still wouldn't want him as president because the MAGA movement is not done. And I don't think the MAGA movement is going to go anywhere by the looks of it. I really don't. I think the MAGA movement might take over the Republican Party. And I truly believe that might be the reason why Mitch McConnell sees the writing on the wall. And he's saying, oh man, I got to go against this as much as I can. He's pissing in the wind right now. Hoping against hope to not get pissed all over himself. But you know he's going to. It's crazy, y'all. It's crazy. Absolutely insane. So he's the only one. He also voted against the confirmation of Tulsi Gabbard for National Director of Intelligence, just like I said. And Pete Hegseth for Defense Secretary. I didn't know about that. I didn't remember that one. Wow. Nice one. What a piece of shit. Thank you very much, Mr. McConnell. Get the fuck out of there immediately. Kennedy will head the Department of Health and Human Services, HHS, which manages 13 agencies, including the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, the CDC, the Food and Drug Administration, the FDA, and the National Institutes of Health. Bro, this is so good. This is so good. Now he's going to be able to do all the stuff he wanted to do. Stuff that makes you go, Because it is true. Why are we one of the only superpowers that is using this gigantic banned list of chemicals? And by banned chemicals, I mean they're chemicals that are banned in almost every civilized country. Europe has we've got like 30 things, I think, that Europe has banned over there. Just in England alone, just in the UK. If not more so. I can get a precise number. But it's embarrassing that our standards are so low. And why should our standards be low? And why is our life expectancy going down? Heart disease, obviously, obesity, things like that. But it's in the food, bro. It's in the food. It's in the way it's grown. It's in the pesticides put in your food. It's in... I'm going to stop before I start preaching. But, bro, just think about it like this, okay? Why is it you pet owners, okay? If you've ever had a dog, if you've ever had a cat, ever had a rabbit, I got a rabbit right now. If you ever had a pet, have you noticed that they don't get sick? I don't mean sick like cancer. I mean they don't get sick. Like we'll have the flu and we'll get over it, but then we'll have a flu in a couple months or whatever. Because that happened to me a couple years ago. I had the flu like 2 times in a row, like within the span of a month and a half, 2 months. And I had to miss an important funeral and everything. I was in a bad state. But that's just sick. That's not sick like dying sick. So why do animals just get sick? Meaning they're gonna die now, they're too old, or they got some sort of genetic defect, or they developed a tumor, you know what I'm saying? But besides that, they don't get like you've never heard a dog sneeze or anything like that. And it makes you wonder, why is it that we're so susceptible to things like that? Why are we so frail? Anyways, Kennedy has promised significant changes throughout the department. Under the Make America Healthy Again campaign as HHS Secretary, Kennedy aims to curtail what he calls the chronic disease epidemic. I'm with him on that. By addressing the so-called corporate capture of federal health agencies and removing toxic chemicals from the nation's food supply, among other objectives. This is going to be... Watch me. Hit favorite, hit whatever. I'm not going to be wrong on this. On this, I would bet money. He's going to make good, positive changes. It's going to be maybe some growing pains because probably things are going to become more expensive. And I say that as somebody who's going to obviously have to pay for it too. But, bro, we need to be healthier, dude. We need to be healthier. Kennedy has said he believes that little will change for Americans' health until the influence of giant corporations on the FDA, the CDC, and the Department of Agriculture is addressed. Kennedy ran for president as a Democrat and then as an independent before leaving the race in August 2024 and backing then former President Donald Trump. That's so gangster. Now he's current president. He previously told the Epoch Times that it was a heart-wrenching decision and a necessary step towards achieving his mission of saving Americans from the debilitating chronic disease epidemic. You see, the guy's heart seems to be in the right place. So why would I knock a man for that? Why would I insult him? I've seen the stuff that's being said. Stuff about the bear and stuff about the brain worm and all that other shit. That's some petty shit, man. Like, for real. You're not attacking his ideas. You're attacking the man. And at the end of the day, we're all sinners, bro. And again, I'm not trying to preach here, but we're all sinners. We all got dirt. So the people, and usually the people that complain the most and clutch their pearls the most are the ones that are the grimiest. That's my opinion. It's my opinion, and that is a blanket statement. But that's my experience, bro. And obviously that makes it anecdotal evidence. But I'm sure that I'm not alone in this. I'm sure that a lot of you guys have seen people who just honestly, oh, how could you? And oh, you shouldn't do this and da da da. And they're the dirtiest, most perverted motherfuckers ever. Anyways, upon ending his White House bid, Kennedy established the Make America Healthy Again, MAHA, movement and vowed to end the nation's chronic disease epidemic. The first thing I've done every morning for the past 20 years is get on my knees and pray to God that he would put me in a position to end the chronic disease epidemic and to help America's children, Kennedy said in August 2024 when he decided to endorse Trump. Really? How can you begrudge a man that says something like that? You don't believe him. Okay, fair. Why don't you believe him? What has he done that has contradicted his word, his reputation, his honor? Has he done crazy stuff? Yes. Have we all been young and done crazy stuff? Probably a lot of us. I know I'm guilty as hell. I'm not going to snitch on myself because I'm not a rapper. That's kind of a deep cut, but it's also kind of a dad joke. You see what I did there? That's kind of crazy. Anyways, let's move on. Fighting chronic disease, improving children's health, and addressing corporate influence on government agencies were vital parts of Kennedy's stated presidential campaign platform. The Children's Health Defense founder has also called for a review of advertising rules for pharmaceutical companies and has urged Trump to ban pharmaceutical advertising on TV. He also believes in eliminating liability protections for drug companies. Ooh, yeah, I had heard that and I forgot all about that. Yeah. I don't know how I feel about that, man. We got a First Amendment right, you know? I we got a First Amendment right for starters. And yes, corporations have a First Amendment right, if I'm not mistaken. If any lawyers in the house, correct me if I'm wrong, but corporations, that was the whole thing, right? To begin with, that they needed rights. Certain rights, obviously. So, yeah, I'm pretty sure a corporation has the First Amendment. You know what? Let's Google it, bro. Let's Google it and let's see what it says. Oh, look at that. Full quote of Marvin Heemeyer. Sometimes reasonable men must do unreasonable things. I keep that up there for reasons. Anyways, let's see. What are we looking at? Oh yeah, do corporations have First Amendment? See? I told you. Just because I was a police officer does not mean that I was, dumb. I wasn't a meathead. Believe it or not, a lot of police officers are intelligent, man. Like, like really actually above average. In intelligence, some of them are brilliant. I've met some brilliant, dude, my father-in-law, genius. Genial. Super genius, for real. And he was a police officer for 2 different departments and the Coast Guard. Good man. Good man. May he rest in peace. God rest his soul, man. Anyways, Kennedy told the Epic Times in September that he would revamp the NIH to focus on the causes of autism. Thank you. Autoimmune diseases and neurodevelopmental diseases instead of developing drugs and serving as an incubator for pharmaceutical products. Mr. Kennedy, I know you'll never see this, but I'm sending energy your way, man. I hope you do, man. I hope you do succeed in finding out the causes of autism and all that, My daughter might have autism. We're just not sure. She's 8. She definitely had something called apraxia, which is very common with autism, but she doesn't have any of the other, telltale traits. Like she's very sociable. She makes eye contact. She's very touchy-feely, so it's whatever. But enough about me, So anyways, it says when the calendar turned to 2025, Kennedy ramped up his efforts to alleviate the concerns of senators on both sides of the aisle about his views by meeting with multiple lawmakers. That's right. And if I'm not mistaken, Kennedy tried to have a meeting with Kamala Harris, or Kamala, with Kamala Harris, and she said no, bro. She just didn't have time for him. There you have it now. No one has time for her. Oops. Anyways, guys, that's the article. I'm going to pin it down below. Please make sure to check it out. But before you do that, it would be great if you subscribe or you comment or you share this. All that stuff really helps out the channel. You can like the video. You see, you got 4 different options, man. And none of them cost anything. Come on, hook up a guy up, dude. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, as always, you guys, please stay safe and stay based.